So you're thinking about moving to Clearwater, Florida. Today we're going to talk about final walkthrough on a home that we sold here. $445,000 home. The final walkthrough is today, and we're going to do the walkthrough with the buyers who will be pulling in here any minute. But if you want to know everything there is to know about Clearwater and the surrounding area, hit subscribe, like, and share. In the description you'll find those links. And hang around to the end of the video. I'll tell you a couple of things you might not know about inspections and inspectors. If this is your first time on the channel, hang out. Make sure you look at all of our other videos. My business partner Carol and I love helping people move to the area. My name is Barney. I've lived in this area 20 years and know my way around really well. We show you a lot of different stuff, especially here in Clearwater and the surrounding areas. So just make sure hit like, subscribe, and share. And we do Zoom calls. That's how I met this couple actually for the first time, is on a Zoom call. This house sold for $445,000, so as a bonus you'll get to see what $445,000 buys you in Clearwater, Florida. Now today is January 23rd. I don't say this to make you jealous, but I know it's 80 degrees here right now, and I know that rest of the country is experiencing really cold temperatures, and I feel bad for you guys. One more reason to move to Florida. Anyway, hope you stay tuned, watch the video. We'll share a lot of information about a final walkthrough. Okay, as I mentioned in the intro, today we're doing the final walkthrough on this house in Clearwater. This house sold for $445,000. In order to hit that price, there's multiple inspections that take place. There's a 4-point inspection, there's a wind mitigation inspection, and then based on the results of the inspection, the seller has things that may need to be taken care of. Now, I'm working off a list that the buyer wanted addressed, and I'll share that list with you here shortly. So some of the most common issues when you're talking about inspections are how old the roof is, how old the AC unit is, how old the water heater is, and the electrical system. Now on this inspection, most of the things that were pointed out were electrical. I'll be walking through with the homeowners, addressing some of those concerns. I have video and documents showing where the concerns had been addressed. So I'll be going through that with them. And once the final walkthrough is over, we'll talk about going to closing. So one of the things with the electrical is there was a panel that couldn't be accessed when we were here last time. So we had no idea what was in it, how to get in it, or any of that stuff. And I'm still not sure I can get in it, but we'll see. I have an image from where we got in it though. But overall, I was really impressed with these sellers and the job they did of getting this place ready. Anyway, sellers are different. Now, this was these sellers were military. They took great pride in their home. As I'm walking around looking at some of the things that were on the inspection report, I can see where they really did a good job of going back and taking care of the stuff that needed to be taken care of. Okay, so let's talk a minute about what it takes to get to a final walkthrough. When a seller puts the house on the market, a lot of sellers will have an inspection done first, which these guys did. But I can tell you, each inspector is different. So as a realtor, when you find an inspector that does a really great job, you want to continually use that person. Make sure that you have a backup in place for that inspector, because these guys are busy. Lots to see and do. I've had it take as long as 5 hours for one inspection on one house, just to give you an idea. But let's get back to the process. So the seller had that inspection done. The buyer came, looked at everything, decided to put in an offer on the home. Best case scenario. This moved very quickly, by the way. But then the seller has their own inspection done. So based on the results of the two inspections, the buyers have the ability to put a list together, which we are working off of today, that says, I want this, and however many thises it is, I want that addressed before we conclude our purchase. So then it's back in the hands of the sellers at that time. The sellers can agree to have the fixes made, repair it themselves and show proof of it, or in this case, there was quite a few electrical issues, so they needed a licensed electrician to come out and make some changes, which they did. And then there were a few other things, and it can be things like the sprinkler system. The sprinkler system here, the sellers only ever ran 3 zones, and it has the capability of having 5 or 6. So that came into question, but we couldn't get them to work, or the inspector couldn't get them to work while he was here. So we had to get video evidence from the seller of the sprinklers working. Another area was the pool equipment, the garage door sensor, an electrical panel out back, and some more electrical issues in the main panel in the house. But overall, these sellers did a great job. Let's go in and I'll show you what $445,000 buys you in Clearwater. So some of the things that needed to be taken care of, you wouldn't really think about, but you see that cover on that GFI outlet? That's a necessary thing. That wasn't here before. This home has a pool, so you have to make sure that, first of all, that's grounded and protected from moisture. The pool equipment is relatively new, but it had leaks, which, as we look at it, we can see there are no leaks now. So again, one of those things that they addressed and took care of. Outside's really cool. I know the buyer is going to want to build a tiki bar, much like I have in my backyard, somewhere in that vicinity right there. While it wasn't on the inspection report, this downspout was unhooked, and the sellers took care of that. Good on them. There's an electrical panel around the side over here. I referenced it a few minutes ago, but I want to show you, because I didn't show you a few minutes ago, that we couldn't get in. I have the video and the photos of that being open, which I'm not sure how they did it, but I'm going to let the homeowner, the new homeowner, mess with that when he gets here. When we get inside, some of the things that were pointed out were windows not opening, latches not working, things like that, which again have all been corrected. And you just never know what the inspector is going to point out, what they're going to find. Some of the things that were on the inspection, and let me tell you, every inspector is different. So now you'll get to see what $445,000 will buy you in Clearwater. Really nice home. They did a great job of the upkeep on this. Another inspection area that was taken care of was the GFI outlets in the kitchen. All replaced as needed. Here's another one. There was a seal. That seal was missing above the door there, so they took care of that. When we were here last time for the initial inspection, the sellers had this set up as a gym. There was so much gym equipment in here that you could not see the walls, which made it very interesting, but it looks much better now. They left the washer and dryer. That's very nice of them. So one of the things that the buyers wanted to be left as part of this deal is that couch, that shelving unit, the lamp, and that chair. So those are things that are always negotiable in a deal, in case you didn't know that. And the sellers also left this wall mount for the TV, which hopefully the buyers like. I forgot to tell them. But anyway, and this is something that you would need to know as a seller or a buyer, if you have something like that as the seller, if you're going to take that off the wall, you have to repair and patch that wall and paint it as if that was never there. And that's true of anything you take off of any wall in the home. So this is the entry hall. Lots of storage here, which is always nice. Can never have too much storage. Great flooring. Everything freshly painted and maintained. I love these kind of sellers. It makes my job so much easier. Now, here's a couple of points that these guys just got out of here yesterday. So there's not a whole lot I'm gonna say, but see that little hole? Those little holes right there? These are all things that should have been patched and touched up. See, they had a picture hanging right there. It's better to leave the nails in if you're not going to do the patchwork. So this is another thing that was a concern. The doors weren't sliding. That window would not open, which we'll check that here shortly. This is what's considered the master, or primary, as people like to say these days. This also did not slide. So one of the things that I'm doing as we're walking through is I'm just coming in and turning on the lights. So it makes it easier for when the buyers get here. Definitely different color choices. Nice large closet for Florida. I don't know if y'all know that or not, but houses down here, since we don't need a lot of winter clothes, tend to run on the smaller side in these older homes with storage. And now we've made the loop. Now this is a great room. I know that the buyer is talking about making this a plant room. They've talked about putting in French doors right here to make it easier access. I know we have a side door right there, but the French doors, that's a great idea. I know they're gonna do away with a glass block. One of my suggestions was take this window out and move it over here to the glass block. Save yourself the price of the window. So we were talking about inspectors and inspections. This is not a little known fact. So on the 4-point inspection, they talk about the roof, the HVAC, the age of the roof, the water heater, and the electrical. So whatever inspector they hired did not catch or did not document some of the electrical issues that we had. So when the buyers had their inspection done, some other things were checked off by that inspector that were legitimate things. And that's what we'll be looking at today. We'll be working off of a list of things that the buyer asked be taken care of. But anyway, they did a good job. You can see, nice backyard. We're going to put where that blue thing is, I'm going to help the buyer build a tiki bar like I have in my backyard. So anyway, I'll get some of those images to you. I'll get an example of that list to you. And then it's not a little known fact, it is a fact. When you are talking about inspectors and you find one as a realtor, when you find one that does a very thorough job, maybe more thorough than you like, hang on to them and use them as much as you can, but have a backup in place. Okay? Normally I give a little known fact, but as a realtor, we all know that. Sometimes homeowners try to cut corners and use somebody who isn't necessarily licensed or the greatest inspector in the world. So buyer beware.